sky. We just saw an owl flying for quite a long distance, not far away, sitting on that tree over there. So cool. I think it's officially summer. I wake up for summer solstice every year. Every year when it's not cloudy. So I don't remember celebrating last year. It must have been cloudy. I'm really happy that today is a beautiful morning. The colours are just so amazing in the morning. And no one is awake. It's the best time of the day. I can't believe I just saw an owl quite close. Oh, she was so beautiful. It's so pretty on the river. I love the fog. It just adds this extra layer of beauty. It's time. Happy the longest day of the year. We've made it. I'm glad I'm wearing a winter jacket because of the hill in front of us. The sun is actually coming out a little bit later than I expected. So I've been outside for a while and I enjoyed every second. Also, I found waking up at 4 is much easier than waking up at 6. I don't know why, but it was really easy to get up.
It's the slowest sun ever. Late.
Is that late?
It is. It's meant to be here half hour ago.
Yeah. The summer has officially begun.
Early in the morning when it begins.
I'm having so much fun. As we are continuous cruisers, a couple of years ago I said goodbye to my gym membership when we left London. Summer is the only time I can get consistent exercise in, because in winter the towpaths are so muddy we can hardly walk by the boat, let alone run. There are so many interesting birds in this spot. Even if I didn't see that majestic owl, there's been a lot happening on the river. Hey friends. Feeling comfortable?
Bit of yoga on the paddleboard.
How many we have got? Where's the mama?
The mum is on the right.
So cute. They're having a great time. We've just finished work. I've been for a swim and we are going to move. Miles is on the paddleboard. He went to check out just over the bend to see if the spot that we like is available. And if it's not, we're going to go to Upper Pangbourne, just above the lock. So how is it?
It's available.
Oh, the spot.
Got the spot.
Oh, overgrown.
And allergic. Should we put the bunting up?
Oh yes, yes, definitely. So I completed the bunting. I'm just not sure if it's gonna look good.
One end.
Oh wait.
What do you think?
Yeah, it looks good. I think. Oh, these are two really close to each other. How has that happened?
Magic.
Oh no! I made a mistake, so we're taking it down and I'm gonna fix it. Otherwise, I will never fix it if we put it up now. Yes.
Cheers. Really nice.
Should we do our diaries?
Huh? Oh yeah.
How's it going?
Patience, my love.
Shall I be quiet? So you're waiting for it to get in
I
between?
can sit. So, can you sit? Oh, close.
And then does it hide?
It goes back in, yeah.
Oh gosh.
Sorry, it keeps wanting to come out.
You're becoming a hunter, not a fisherman. How long have you been waiting for it?
5 minutes, 10 minutes.
I'm going to post office.
Have we got any hummus?
No, no hummus.
I'm just hungry.
Swim and a dinner? When we look for a mooring, we consider a few factors. The view needs to be nice. Then we need to have a very good internet to work. Ideally access to the car or train station because Miles still goes to work a few times a week. and obviously we need solar to work. However, lately we didn't prioritize solar as much, which opened up this opportunity to moor up in more of a shady places and have, you know, a bigger variety of moorings, because we have Jackery solar panels and they are foldable, movable, and even if we are in the shade, we can put them on the top of the roof in direct sunlight, so they're harnessing all the energy that we need. And they're very thin, they fold, and they fit very snugly behind the fridge, so we actually don't see them on board. Very, very important in a small space. So they're really great, and we use them to charge Jackeries, solar power stations, so then we can use this power at any point in the future. Our friend shared a trick with us to keep the panels on the roof secured, especially in the wind. So what we do is we put the barge pole through the panels, because there is elastic at the back, the thing that they stand on, and it keeps them safe in place so they never blow away. Jackery is a solar power station. It's like a generator, but it is silently charged by the sun, which we have a lot at the moment. It converts the lovely green solar energy into usable electricity and stores the power for when we need it. It has an inverter and a variety of output options. Jackery Explorer 500 is the one we use the most, at least in the middle of the summer. It's very light and we can take it anywhere. Jackery can also be charged from the mains and from 12-volt outlets, for example in a car, but we do it on board Alba as well, as we have 12-volt sockets. I'm still amazed how we can harness and store the free power of the sun for later use. For us, living off-grid, it's a brilliant solution. Jackery has been selling power stations globally, and over 100 media outlets have recommended it. This week, Jackery are doing a giveaway on jackery.uk social channels. And on 12th and 13th of July, as part of the Prime Day, they're giving you up to 30% off. You can find all the links in the description. Louder than I imagined.
It was quiet.
Yeah.
This is amazing. I don't know what's happened, but I think there's a woman who's passed out on a bridge, and we've got about 12 policemen, about 10 doctors, and a flipping helicopter's turned up. Amazing.
I hope she's okay.
Oh, of course I hope she's okay. I mean, you wouldn't send all this kit if she didn't have a chance.
So we just saw a rescue, and we heard what happened from the paramedics, not to us, they were explaining it to the lady that had an accident. So there was a lady on the bridge who had a cardiac arrest. I don't know what that is. And because of where we are, there is no way of any car getting here. And they called a helicopter. The shiniest, quietest helicopter I've ever seen. And within half an hour, the lady was loaded. So on the way to the helicopter, the lady asked the paramedics what happened, and we overheard that there was some arrhythmia, I think, with the heart. So anyway, the lady must have passed out or something. But yeah, there've been, 10 people, if not more?
Oh, more than that. There were about
police, ambulance.
7 or 8 police, maybe more. And then there was about nearly 10 like ambulance, paramedic staff, and then including the flight crew.
Yeah.
There was a lot of people here.
Loads of people. Everyone was very sharp and very interesting to see. So I hope the lady's okay, but it was really interesting to witness it.
Yeah, if you have a heart attack on a footpath, or fly a helicopter and a SWAT team, literally like a SWAT team.
Yeah.
Amazing. It's amazing.
And interestingly, so the helicopter landed, 50 meters, maybe less, very close to Alba, and we were standing on the roof, and we didn't feel any wind at all. There was absolutely no wind from it.
And I rescued a fire extinguisher. We'll share that later. Hey, look at that. So you can tell this one is a signal crayfish. It's got these bluey white dots on the top of its claws. The claws are massive. This is quite a big one. He's got a really powerful tail when he flicks.
Hold on.
He's waving.
Yeah, hello.
And the red under the claw is another sign.
Yeah.
This one's beautiful. This one's really beautiful.
A couple of days ago, Miles and I were putting up the bunting that I made, and we couldn't wait to put it up, and when we did, I've noticed that I sewn 2 of them together without a gap, so there is a mistake. So I've taken it all down, and today I'm going to fix it because Henley's next week. We need bunting, and I want it to all look professional. How many have you got?
1, 2, 3, 4, 7.
Can I have it for dinner?
Not today, he's purging first. So a lot of you in last week's vlog, or vlog a couple of weeks ago, were asking, why are we catching crayfish? I thought you were vegetarian, some say. You shouldn't catch the babies, others say. You should put them back, they say. Wrong, we say. Marina's a vegetarian, I'm not. But the reason why we're catching them is because they are an invasive species. So in the 70s they were brought to the UK to farm for food, just at the rise of the prawn cocktail era. For all of you baby boomers out there, you'll remember those glory days of the 70s with Mary Rose sauce and succulent prawns. And they were brought over for food to cook. They are an American signal crayfish, but they escaped. They escaped. They're very good at escaping, and they're very good at moving around as well. So they escaped their farms that they were on, and they ended up in pretty much all of the UK rivers and waterways. I think they're in 80% of all lakes and rivers within the UK. I think there's just a few outposts in the proper Highlands, North Scotland, where they're still not prevalent yet. So with them spreading so much, they have outcompeted the local crayfish. I've forgotten their name. I think they're white-clawed crayfish. They're a lot smaller, a lot less aggressive. So not only are they out competing the local crayfish, which would be bad enough, they're actually burrowing into the banks, and I will show you all the holes. It looks like Swiss cheese.
This is the home of the American crayfish.
And what happens is in the winter, when the river's in flood, is the banks collapse and cause all the sediment has gone out into the river. That obviously makes the river shallower, meaning that the river then breaches and then floods more. But not only that, obviously, it then causes the bank to collapse. If you think that's bad, we've not even begun, because they eat all of the fish eggs. So they're killing off all of the native population of fish. And if that wasn't bad enough, they're eating all of the plant life as well. So there are now rivers and streams in the UK that have no wildlife at all in them, and so they're a massive problem. They've got no natural predators that eat them. They also carry a crayfish plague, which they're mostly immune to, but if they come into contact with a local crayfish, the white-clawed crayfish, they don't have any immune system or resilience to fight off this plague. So you've got to be really careful when you put your trap in and take it out. So in our case, if we're moving just up the river a little way, to make sure that we clean the trap and that we leave it out. The best way to clean it is to leave it out in the sun for 24 to 48 hours. The sun kills off any bacteria, so the disease can't spread. So yeah, they're an absolute nightmare. So it is illegal for people to put them back in the water. So if I caught one now and go, oh, it's a little baba, it's so beautiful, I've got to give it a chance to live. No, it's illegal. I could be put in the Thames jail for that. So actually we're doing a very good thing for the environment. And how it differs, I guess, from the litter picking that you've seen us do, is litter doesn't taste very nice, whereas these taste absolutely gorgeous. They're probably about the size, when the tails are about the size of a jumbo prawn, a big prawn. They're meatier than a prawn, a bit like a lobster, so they're in between a prawn and a lobster overall. And then the final thing to add is they're encouraged for people to catch. You do need a crayfish license from the Environment Agency, but they're absolutely free to get. I encourage everyone to do so. You can have gourmet, free food from spring till autumn, and literally if you put a trap in overnight, you can catch anywhere from 6 to 30 in one night.
Thank you all so much for watching. We hope you enjoyed this episode. Leave us a comment if you've never seen an air ambulance before. Who's excited for the episode 100? I can't believe we've lasted this long, all thanks to you viewers, commenters, like button clicking friends, and all our amazing patrons who help us to create these videos every week. Sending you all our love. See you in the 100th episode.